That is a truism. I mean, we have to be able to transform and evolve, and that's what makes us successful. So,
In all areas, business, life, and another thing what you mentioned there was, most people don't make money online, and a lot of people are saddened by it, but I think it makes complete sense. It's a little bit of different perspective, but most people have never built an online business before, so why would they be any good at it, right? It's like when you start driving a car, you're not good at it until you learn. Except me, I was the best. So the first time I got
right. We know you were super good.
Never stalled. First time I got behind the wheel. But most people, especially like let's say you start anything new, you start cooking, you're gonna be rubbish at it. You do anything. You go and try and be a doctor without training for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you're gonna be awful at it. You try and be a surgeon, try and build a house without going to learn, how to lay bricks and how to do foundations, you're going to be terrible at it. So when people are surprised that they're not making money online, I'm not, because they've never learned how. So they shouldn't, with all reasonable expectations, they probably shouldn't be making money, right? And I was the same way. You probably didn't know this, but my first 6 years in the profession, I never made a penny. Tell a lie, I actually did, but my biggest month was $237.50. After 6 years, but I had spent about $40,000 between conventions, auto ships, hotels, coffees for people who never showed up, food at events, Super Saturday tickets.
Tuition.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, it's expensive.
Yep. And so I never really learned the ways to build the business. And I did the old school stuff. And that kind of goes into why I do what I do. I looked into not just what the successful people had done. I looked into how do real businesses operate. How does Starbucks operate? How does Nike operate? Or even, smaller companies, a successful restaurant, a successful tailor, a computer repair store. Do they go around doing these things that we've been told about phoning our friends and families and just relying on that and, messaging as many strangers in a day as we can? I've never had anybody from Starbucks run up outside and say, hey, come try this coffee. You're open to having this coffee. I've never had it. So I decided to model my business like that. And so I did it for myself first. When I modeled my business like that, kind of, we call it attraction marketing now, back in 2013 is when I really took that plunge. From 6 years of failure, it took me 9 months to leave my corporate finance job. I had a good job, paying me good money. It took me 9 months to leave that job. And within that 12-month period, I built my business to a 6-figure income from 6 years of absolute failure. So I built up that way. That's when I went full time. I knew I was onto something. I started training for different company events and things like that. And then from there, I decided to start Network Marketing Raw a few years later to teach people exactly how. There's a lot of stuff about create content and target market.